What's up, YouTube? Today, Madden released the Madden 21 franchise updates blog, and this blog mainly features the new storyline called Face of the Franchise Rise to Fame. And in this storyline, you start off in high school, then you move to college, and then you go to the NFL. So in high school, you start off as a backup, and the starting quarterback gets hurt. He has like a serious illness, it says. Maybe that's like a sickness like cancer or something like that, or he has a kind of a broken bone or something. But whatever it is, that is gonna take him out of the position to start, and you become the starter. And it says, do you keep his secret and risk his health, or do you betray his trust and shed light on his potentially serious condition? This game mode has decisions as well, so it's kind of like a storyline that says like you make this choice, this happens, and so forth, and it's gonna affect your friendship between you and Tommy. You can actually compete for the state championship in high school as well. So the next step from that is college. They show the pictures of, I believe, your national signing day. That's one of you at high school. So in college, it says that before you start at national signing day, you forget your hat and you don't have the hat. So I guess that you're just gonna commit saying like, I'm gonna go play at blank university, but I forgot my hat. And when you get to campus, you have a new storyline, and this storyline is dealing with your coach pretty much. And the coach is named Red O'Brien, and it says that he's an old school coach, but he has an old school approach, but he's a newly minted coach. And in college, you're building your draft stock, and you compete for 2 seasons where you can go to the playoffs, and you can either compete for one championship or two. I guess it's depending on how good you are or your choices that you make. And your coach gives you a choice. He says either switch positions to running back or wide receiver, or pack your bags and take your chances in the NFL draft. With Lamar Jackson being the cover athlete, I believe that Madden had that in mind when they made this storyline. They probably knew last year of who they want the cover athlete to be. So I'm assuming that by this it says you have a choice. So I'm gonna assume that we can actually choose to either stay and switch position or pack our bags and go to the draft. This year in this story mode, we actually have the draft and we get to compete. It shows a 40-yard dash in one of these screenshots, the one right here. And these screenshots just show like your career, like getting drafted. It shows that you're on a TV show with Rich Eisen. It shows you at the NFL honors, and it shows you at the Hall of Fame. So I guess this is just showing you like the potential of where you start and where you could finish your career. And this is discussing coaching adjustments. I'm not sure why they put this in here. This should have been the gameplay deep blog. For this thing, the new mode, we have NFL storylines, and it's just basically the same. But like if you're a good player, you finish like this legacy. If you're bad, you have this legacy. And so you can become a franchise saver, and that's just like you come in like Michael Jordan or Tom Brady or something like that. I just say Michael Jordan because he came in hot, and you just change his franchise entirely, and you become an all-time great and stuff like that. This path leads you to the Hall of Fame, and each choice that you make, you get to like lead yourself towards one of these different storylines. There's a next man up storyline. In the draft, you get drafted by a team with a good starter already, and but it's not your time, so you're just gonna be like a steady person that's under them, but they'll get hurt or something like that, and then that's gonna put you ahead to start, or you either gain more trust with the veterans in the locker room. For the understudy, this is when you have like I won't say bad, but a mediocre college career, and you're a late round pick, and it's just like teams already had their position, but they want you there on the team just in case something happens. And this one mentions Tom Brady. It says that he made the most of his opportunity to step up back in 2001. Can you make the most out of yours and earn yourself a starting position? So, based on how Madden does things, the starter's probably gonna get hurt, like a broken leg or broken arm or something like that. And then you get to play for maybe 3 games, which is unrealistic, but still, you get to play for like 2 or 3 games. He's healed all up, and there's a decision to whether you're going to be the next player or if you didn't earn the starting job. The next one up is bitter rivals, and this one is it's team versus team or player versus player, and it has the social media included with this one as well. So it could be you versus a defensive player on a divisional rival, or it could just be the two teams. And it says here that you get into a war of words on social media, and that's the beginning of the rivalry to come. So I don't believe in the actual franchise mode. There is social media, but in this like specific storyline, there will be social media. And the next franchise storyline you can follow is Dream Team. So it says teams with great talent are forced to face great expectations. So you'll probably sign a big free agent or something like that, or you're just gonna be like placed on a good team already, and it's gonna be a storyline about like can you all finish and get the job done and complete the dream season. So the dream season would be an undefeated season with the Super Bowl, and that's what that storyline is pretty much discussing. The next storyline is a comeback. The comeback is pretty simple to explain. It's just you have a serious injury, and then a lot of players can't overcome that. But they reference how in 2012 AP got hurt. Well, he finished. Adrian Peterson finished first in MVP after he was hurt in the previous season. So for the comeback, you're gonna get hurt, and you're gonna have the opportunity to come back and play, and you're either gonna produce or you're not gonna have a good season, and that's gonna define the end of your career. Another storyline is turf war. It says that after a subpar performance last season, you're suddenly facing competition for your starter position. So this means it's like an in-house war in the locker room where if you don't produce, you won't be the starter anymore. You're gonna lose your job. You may get traded in the franchise mode. It didn't go specifically on how this storyline works, but it's an in-house fight for your starting job. You're the starter. Somebody new comes in, or somebody from the depth chart. They're trying to take your job. And the last storyline they listed was Into the Sunset. There may be more storylines, but from so far, it's the only thing in the blog. And after a long and storied NFL career, it's just about time to hang up your cleats. That doesn't mean your final act can't be your greatest act yet, though. Your team has declined and your best days may be behind you, but it's time to prove you still have what it takes to right the ship one more time and end your career as a champion. This right here reminds me of Peyton Manning. I know when he won at Denver, they used to always say he's riding off into the sunset. And that's what they say about life when like things go down south and you finish strong. So this storyline is basically about your career falls off and it's up to you to finish strong. And they do list some characters inside the storyline. You have Tommy Matthews, career long rival and friend, played by Ty Sheridan, Reggie Brown, interviewer and friend, Coach Fedu Vitae, I think that's how you say it, high school legend and football coach, Coach Red O'Brien, that's your college coach, and Snoop Dogg and Rich Eisen. So those are probably the only people that's inside this story mode, and they show you pictures of them inside of it. They didn't show Snoop Dogg. I guess he's not listed up here. I mean, most people know who he is. They probably know who the other people are too, honestly. And for the classic franchise updates, once again, EA didn't update the classic franchise really. They have new X Factors, an expanded wild card playoff. Let's see, updated all rookie contracts, amounts to be more authentic to actual draft rookie contracts. That's pretty much all they did. They just retuned the AI. They updated the depth charts, and that's pretty much it. There's no like graphical updates that they mentioned or nothing like that. They didn't mention that social media was added. Like it had like the little social media news last year and stuff like that, but that's not like the same as 2K social media. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. This is all the franchise blog has to offer. I'm gonna be consistent with Madden content this year, putting out constant videos, whether it's news, gameplay, pack openings, or whatnot. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and come back for more content. Peace out, guys.